have you got? 3 to 400.
Pump it up.
I'm just going to do this one. It's the first issue. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Another Sunday morning out at the local flea market. I'm seeing not a lot of vendor booths, and I'm concerned about this, and I actually think I know why. I'm going to tell you later on.
I mean, the later ones.
Oh, Sean Kemp, Jordan's
Foot Trots.
Playground.
Bro, Foot Trots right there. Isn't that your thing?
Oh yeah, that's my thing.
$40.
40 for all those?
Yep.
How many?
However many.
However many you want them
Yeah,
to be.
do you know which one you want to find though?
Isn't like 20 something.
Oh, it gets better. 8, 9, 10, 11, 13's decent. We want 21 or 24.
I'm about to get commission for it.
Oh, hold on a minute.
What those cards for?
I know who it is. Here he is. Yeah, they're very good.
Is 40 too much?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's what he paid.
Magic Johnson.
The VHS tapes are really cool though.
Yeah, they are.
Like a collector would probably just take them. I don't know. Over in Australia, we have to do the test for, what do they call it? Mold. The mold test.
There's plenty of mold getting around.
You know, people in the US don't seem to have that issue. They're like, what do you mean, VHS mold? Anyway. Sir Charles. That's a good little stash, although.
I wonder how much they are.
Just make me an offer, man. How much for the whole boot? It's the whole boot.
Including these guys.
Yeah, they're pretty cool, right?
They're good, aren't they?
Yeah, I thought of you when I seen them, brother.
100?
For the whole boot.
Yeah, everything in the boot. Clothes, the battleship, VHS, everything.
120?
Nah.
Why not?
80?
He's going
How about
down.
80?
What a negotiation is that?
Well, if he's not going to take
I'll
100,
go 100.
he might take 80.
I'll go 100.
Who'll do 100?
100 for the boot. What do you reckon, Matty?
You should do it.
I'm not doing it.
Why not? You just negotiated it.
I'm going to the Philippines next week.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
$100.
Oh my god, hey. Do you know what's absolutely free? Liking and subscribing, baby!
100 on the boot, he reckons.
That's not bad.
That's a good deal.
For you boys.
Yeah, that's a good deal. Yeah.
Hey, matey, old mate's got a box of Simpsons comics next door.
Oh, over here?
No, just here.
I'll just sit
Yeah,
there.
he gets storage units, but I couldn't afford the bulk amount. But
Got an Xbox over there too.
yeah, he's got a bit of video games.
Oh, I'll have a look. Thanks, mate. I'll consider that. Thanks, mate. Now, I have heard word that this flea market next week is going to be jumping up from $30 to $50 worth of entry. And I think that is going to be a pretty big concern for us moving forward.
I think it's just like greed. Like some people come here, they don't even make their $30 back. And
$50 is a
50's
big,
a lot.
that's a big
And
jump.
they were talking about like $600, and I'm like, half of these sellers don't even make $200.
I know.
And they're getting rid of thousands of dollars worth of stuff.
You know who they should charge?
The buyers.
They should charge the buyers. Yeah, 100%.
$5.
$5 in to come and purchase.
Yep.
That's going to keep the vendors coming in happy.
Yeah. And then drop the vendors down to 20. But they've sold this. It's developer approved.
Is it?
Yeah.
This market?
It's gone.
Really? When? Do you know?
It'll be like a couple of years away, but it's gone.
Don't tell me this is the end of the Carrara markets.
One day.
These are they're pretty old. They can actually do okay. You getting these?
Yeah, maybe.
Sorry.
How are you?
So they're $5 each figurine. Yeah.
What's going on?
Buffy? What do you reckon, Jax?
I don't know.
Sorry.
Yeah. Matt.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Herb.
Oh, nice to meet you, Herb. You good?
Yeah, mate, yeah.
That's all right. Congrats on your first sale.
I just did another one this morning.
Did you?
UK.
Oh, well done.
Yeah. So 46 posted.
That's incredible. What's the deal?
It's $100 a box.
$100 a box.
Yeah.
Do you want both boxes?
I need listings. listings, but that's Buffy, isn't it? That's on Xena.
Kingdom Hearts.
I see that one in Xena too. These two would be with that one.
Yeah. Do you want 100 each?
Still good.
Yeah, you got
Well, mate, how are you doing?
it. Popular over here.
Isn't it ever? Well, there's some really cool stuff in here.
There's two of the sorry. There's two of the Xena ones.
Oh, your bracks are good.
Add those in there.
So are you going that?
Yeah, I was gonna get the Xena lot.
All Xena?
Yeah.
What are we doing on the rest of it? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a Buffy box.
I'm happy to get $30 each one, but I'm happy to do it.
Would you go 80 because I lost 2?
Yeah, right now.
All right, done.
Would you sell it to a toy collector because I'm a toy collector?
Gee, everyone's over this booth, aren't they? Yeah.
And you'll have
that, yeah.
and a green light,
Thank
it'll
you.
show you.
And then I'm 20 back on that, am I?
Yes.
And then I'll leave this in your car, is that okay?
I would have lowballed the hell out of her.
I got 80 on that.
This man looked after
Thank you,
yesterday.
appreciate that.
How are you?
Hey,
Jeez, we're all in,
I
aren't
paid
we?
$85 for something that you've never seen. No one's ever seen me pay $85
Yeah, I'll throw this in too.
for a hat, but I look good in it.
What about the Flintstones, surely?
Yeah, Archie Comics, yeah, probably maybe.
Maybe.
It doesn't look old. Archie Comics, but
You want them old though, don't you?
Man, yeah.
Casper Ghost?
Archie was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and everything.
Jeez.
Yeah,
They look cool.
actually, I don't know who that
What
is.
about?
Yeah, I'm the comics guy. We bought so many comics.
You know them
I've
better
got
than
about
any, eh?
8,000.
What about Tops?
I've got about 8,000.
The
Tops
complete
comics.
set?
Yeah, not worth that much. I got them.
Oh, really?
I've got about 20
Yeah.
of these. We bought the other time, and I remember I got you to look up the X-Files. Yeah.
I thought Tops was the way to go.
So, yeah, they're certain.
X-Files.
Not for X-Files?
X-Files is terrible.
No, yeah, just I mean, we bought 20, and I got excited and went, oh, awesome, you know, because I got them for like 30 cents. Yeah. And it was like a dollar, you know.
How about these though? They're
I have a
good.
few of those at home.
They are
The
great.
only good one is this
Oh,
one.
and the
for
Simpsons
$20.
comics.
The
So
first
come
one.
with the two dad.
Yeah.
Simpsons
And
comics?
we got that one too. You got excited too.
Oh yeah. I've told myself that I'm not doing this stuff anymore, but I can't. Oh, it's the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. Treehouse number 6. I know this. I know Bart Simpson's do well. Treehouse of Horror. Oh, there's Bart Simpson's Treehouse of Horrors. I think I'm gonna have to do this, guys. I'm breaking my rule.
The boys, which is like a bunch of English ones, a bunch of.
Oh, jeez. All right, I got to do this.
Was there something I missed?
He just bought the Simpsons.
Nah, not yet. What's she got on it?
Well, hey, you're the one.
These
that took
ones?
the
Yeah.
stick.
2 months 5 each.
5
I don't care about the Simpsons.
Why'd you penny pinch? I should grab the whole lot.
Well, I want to look at this. Fat home.
Oh, is it for you?
No, it's not for me.
Oh.
Yeah, I find it odd when someone grabs one of something and there's like
What are you
30 something.
doing?
It's like, really? Did you really?
No, look, I grabbed 2.
But what if you bought them all though?
Or 5 each. You can't really grab them all.
Well, I reckon we can do a deal on the box.
You reckon?
Yeah.
You know what else I reckon?
What?
I reckon they should all like and subscribe.
Hey?
Who owns the store?
Over here.
Yeah.
Over here.
Hello.
Hey Matt, how are you? How are you?
Oh, I'm
Hey,
well.
good,
I'm
good.
well.
That's so good.
This is the number one stall at this
he's
market.
gonna have another stroke because I paid $85 for something. And everybody knows, you've seen my son
You don't
offer
pay- you don't
$15
pay
for a
$85
$200
for anything.
jersey. I've told him, well.
Hold on, I've got to get a price on the Simpsons gear.
Thanks, Jax.
So we've got 10 on the comic.
10
And-
each, yep.
Yep, and we've got 5 each on the figs. I know. I just want these ones,
No.
not the Simpsons comics. I want these ones.
If you're after,
I want the treehouse.
oh, you didn't say all the, did he have them? Oh, sorry, did you see that they're comics here? We've got like 100 of them.
Yeah, we got.
I know. I just wanted the Bart Simpsons ones.
El Barto.
Yeah,
The El Barto one.
Is it a poster or something else?
it's one of them down there is.
The Treehouse of Horrors have got to be worth something. Those
Yeah.
photos.
Well, I think we've got number 2, number 1. I think number 1's the best. That one. I think that
Unless
goes.
unless someone
The
isolated down the track or something.
Are there any more treehouse in there, guys? Number
There's a
5.
really- Sure job, son. Bartman, pull the Bartman out.
Oh, Bartman's
Radioactive
good.
Man as well.
There,
Actually, these
there is
are-
one I want. There's only one I want in
10
here,
each.
which is the
10
itchy and
each.
scratchy.
Yeah.
Radioactive, man.
No wonder you
Itchy
had
and
it.
scratchy's cool.
Yeah, I only want itchy and scratchy. It's the only ones I want. 'Cause I don't have
Radioactive
any of
Man number 1.
Don't we?
Alright, I'm just going to do this one. It's the first issue. And it's gone for 80 before, so 10 to 80, that'll be okay. These ones, I think, are all worth 10 each, basically, when you do them as bundles. What have you got?
A Tom and Jerry, like, it's from 1973.
Wow.
It's a film roll.
Dr. Jekyll and the Mouse.
Pretty interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know if she works, but it's cool. Almost the packaging is better than the actual item.
Yeah. Pretty rough, but.
People hold on to it. X-Files? Cards?
Nah.
X-Files?
All the X-Files stuff before.
They just don't do well, eh?
Well, the people. When was the last time you heard the word X-Files?
That's true.
If people talked about it, it'd be more expensive. But
Yeah, that's very true. One comic.
Okay, cool, thank you.
Thank you.
Bart Simpson.
Amazing.
Thank you.
No, that was awesome. Thank you very much for that. And I'll come back for the others. So I'm going to go and pick up those Buffy action figures when we're finished. And I've broken a bit of a golden rule and I didn't price them up. I didn't do any comp research just because it was in the heat of the moment. There were a lot of people in that booth. So I'm gonna basically comp them up when I get back home. And we'll see if we can't make some profit. But Jax has done pretty well because he got all the Xena ones too. So we'll see how that goes for him. I'll have to send him a message and see what some of them are worth. So those Simpsons comics and figurines are a really great buy. I just think the price point was just a little bit too high, which is actually a good thing because I'm not selling those categories anymore. I can't help myself when I'm down here. I just want to keep buying them. But it's not what I'm doing. And it was probably good that it was priced too high. Way more Lee Childs. 5 more. Not going to do it though. Let's stop buying not my category.
Yeah. It's free money though.
I know, you've done it in the past, so you want to do it again.
Then again, you've also got rid of all that shit before, so why would you want to buy it?
This is it. It's just the fun of purchasing is just so uncontrollable.
Yeah.
You want to see this?
What have you got?
Show and tell time from
Show and
Japan.
tell. Japan show and tell.
Yeah.
Special edition.
Could be a whole segment.
We've got a special edition.
Oh my god. Look at that cold bag. Straight up.
When did you get back?
Like 3 days ago.
3 days ago.
Yeah, fresh out of Japan.
What's your eBay store called?
Chrono Capture.
Chrono Capture.
Chrono Capture.
Are they going to go on it?
Yeah, they'll go on
You're not keeping any of it?
More of these.
Yeah, more of those things, Bear Bricks.
Right.
Bear Bricks, they're real, eh?
Oh, I'm meeting someone that I'm selling that today, so.
Seiko.
Oh yeah, this is some stuff I just had from home I'm selling here. This is junk. This is more junk.
I'll buy your Pokemon cards.
Alright.
How much?
Bloody make me an offer.
$5.
Alright.
Are they real, are they?
The Bear Bricks, yeah.
They
them in
do
Japan.
well, don't they?
Yeah, look them up. Oh, this is like some sealed Japan stuff.
Did you get these in Japan?
No.
They're
I got
English.
them, from the markets like just before I left. Oh yeah, you want that? Silver?
Yeah.
Look those up too.
What are they?
The Culture Kings tokens.
Culture Kings coins.
Yeah, so when you spend $100 you get one, there's about 20 coins.
Oh wow, so yeah, okay.
You can
$2
win like
grand.
shoes and stuff out of it. They actually sell on eBay.
They're like
Pretty
20,
well.
They're like $20 a coin.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And what'd you get them all for?
I got them off a mate who went to Culture Kings and spent $2 grand. He was broke and he needed money. I think I gave him $100 for all like this Culture Kings stuff.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
They're cool.
That's
They
nice.
are cool, but what's
What
the
brand's that, Seiko?
Seiko.
What would that be worth?
$300 to
Approximately
$400.
300 to 400.
Comp it up. It's more than that.
How much do you want for that?
What is that?
Where do you want them?
It's like a 5.
Oh, I don't know.
So,
How much is this? 30?
it's 20.
Your Bear Bricks got
Never
stolen.
mind.
Did they?
Never mind.
Doesn't fit.
Nah.
What's that worth?
Bear Bricks
700.
700. And what do you get? What do you buy all this for?
That tag was like 400. This,
What'd you pay for that?
I think I paid 600 for that.
You paid 600 for that.
This is a Tokyo Olympics exclusive world time.
Right.
It's
Can I see
about
it?
1500.
Gold?
I don't know. I need to open it.
But how do you know that that's legit?
I mean,
You either know or you don't.
yeah, it's just simple as that.
It's like anything, eh? Like all the stuff.
No, it's not. It's actually just
100%
the.
that's fake, bro.
It's not, bro.
Feel that.
It's crazy, eh?
It's titanium.
Yeah, it's titanium. That's why it's so light.
It's not just the weight, it's the...
Look at it. It's titanium. You can tell.
The only way that's real is if it's like
It's just
Thailand or
stainless,
Malaysia or
stainless
something.
versus titanium.
That's nice.
And what
It's
do you
very light and it's slightly darker.
So you spent 18 grand on all
What's your
this.
favourite bear brick?
I went over. Yeah, I have some more stuff at home, obviously, the better stuff. Just I don't need
bringing
that
that
stuff
down
getting
here.
fixed. Yeah.
Wow.
I said, what's your favourite bear?
Chrono capture, everybody. Polo team.
Ralph Lauren watch. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I was wearing that around for a few days.
Well, yeah.
How much you want to spend?
Do you collect these or something?
No,
They're brand
Why do
new.
you buy them?
Seiko.
that was pretty cool. It's a Flight Master.
You won't want to...
So it's like a pilot's watch.
Oh yeah.
Needs a new bracelet, but I got that for $50, and it's probably a $500 watch.
Jeez.
How you going, big fella?
Oh, hello, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, good.
You finding much?
This and that, you know.
Yeah, a couple of things.
Yeah.
That's good, mate.
Watch on,
On YouTube?
yeah.
Yeah, nice. Unreal. I appreciate you tuning in.
No, yeah.
I just love these markets. There's so much stuff down here every week.
Just giving my missus and that some ideas and
Things to
look
do. Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking at stuff I shouldn't be looking at because I don't do comics anymore.
and you don't do shoes anymore.
I don't do shoes anymore, but I can't help myself. This is a pretty cool item. Harley Davidson. Seiko Japan.
Also, I don't know how to verify this, but apparently they're making it $50 to get in to have a
Oh,
stall now.
50 in is horrible.
I know, and everyone's thinking of boycotting next week, but
Do that one. Oh,
That's
they can't
apparently
boycott this place. Do you know much about this one at all?
I put 20, but I've googled about it. It's pretty much like some people sells $200-300. So,
Right.
yeah, it's worth it. Like it's some people are just chasing those stuff. So
Yeah.
for Harley.
Okay. I'll do it. Sounds good. That's awesome. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. I don't know about that Harley Davidson speedometer, but for what was, $20, there are some real ranging in comps between $100 to say $300 to $400. I think there's a couple that go for under $100 as well. So there were no numbers there of any vintage that was telling me not to go ahead and make that purchase, although I am still fairly clueless on the product. So I'm actually buying it because I'm making this YouTube video and I can show quite a few people what I've got to hopefully get a bit more information on it. So if you can tell me in the comments below if you know anything about Harley Davidson speedometers, just what I've actually got my hands on there, it would really help me go ahead and price it up. Show and tell, Matty's got some show and tell.
Playboys?
I've never seen Playboy jeans before.
Hey. Cool, eh?
Yeah? Oh wow, is that oilskin?
Everyone knows about these.
RM Williams oilskin.
Nah, Dry Rider.
Dry Rider. Yep.
Everyone knows about.
You can smell it.
Standard stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Sealed.
Okay. You got some games. Oh, okay.
Cool. 3 games.
3 games. I've never seen this
That's
game.
actually worth more.
Oh, Dead to Rights.
Dead to
Rights. That's worth more. I've never seen that game before.
And then bit of that, bit of
Nike
that
Air.
action. 82 year of birth.
That's for you, isn't
That's
it?
for me, baby.
Yeah, that's for you. I like
And
that.
box of
Stephen
Stephen
King.
King books.
Any hardcovers?
There are.
Hardcover
Right
Stephen
there.
King can do really well. Insomnia. Stephen
And
King.
I think they're really,
Oh, you got some good vintage
I
ones.
think they're really expensive ones. I didn't say much, but
The Talisman.
that's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a good little collection of Stephen King.
Yep.
That Kengo, what does that do?
29.
Yeah, okay. That should go well though. Well done, mate. And that was all this morning before they opened.
Yep.
Well done. I've gone ahead and I've added all my items into Flipped It just so I can have a look to see just how successful this little mission to the flea market was today. It says here that we were able to buy 10 items, we spent $180, and the estimated listing price is $620 worth of value. So we're buying everything on average for about $18 each. So we definitely had to pay up a little bit today to get to get everything that we got our hands on. I thought the most interesting item that we bought today was this Harley Davidson that we just spoke about. I've done a bit of Google Lens on it, and I could see there was a comp that sold for about $420 Australian. It sold in the US. So I'm definitely going to put some international shipping on this. But like I said, before I do that, I would love to get your advice on how much you think that might be worth. I've gone ahead and I've put it into Flipped It at a $200 valuation. So there were comps ranging between $1 to $400. I've just gone with a safe option of $200. We'll see if it ends up being listed for that price. A video game that we're also able to buy, Fear. That one sells for about $40, which will be a nice quick turnaround off a $10 purchase. We've got the Treehouse of Horror, Bart Simpson, the first edition. Now, I've actually sold this one before. I think we got about $70 odd. Because I'm not doing comics anymore, I don't have many in my store. I'm actually going to list this one up for $60. What I am very happy about though is the condition. For a 1996 comic book, it is in pristine condition. So that's fantastic. A collector will absolutely love that. Now, the next one is all of these Buffy the Vampire Slayer figures. They are boxed, and that obviously got me excited. Jack's bought all of the Xena Warrior Princess. I thought I'd go ahead and grab these just because they were in just such good condition. Yet again, condition and quality is just so important on eBay. I did break a bit of a golden rule of mine though, and I bought these without doing any comp research. I've gone ahead and I've put my $80 into Flipped It at a $13.33 purchase price for each one of these items. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get much more than about a $40 return, including postage charges on these items. So, postage is probably going to be about $12 for the size. So that means, and this one's even bigger, this one was going for, varied prices, but maybe around a $40 price I should get on the Kingdom Hearts. So, you're probably only going to be making $5 to $10 in true profit when they go on to sell. So should I have gone ahead and bought that when I'm not even trying to sell action figures in my store? Probably not. I think I just got a little bit trigger happy at the flea market, which can often happen, even for experienced sellers like me that have done this for 5 years. The final item that we bought was the big collection that I've got on the floor here of the Simpsons action figures. Now, unfortunately, a bit of a bad purchase, I believe, on these. I think you can sell bundles of maybe 6 to 10 figures if they're in their right allocation of their season. And I think you can get about $35 to $40 odd for a collection. We've got 23 figures. I've just put it into Flipped It that I think I'm going to be able to get an $80 return, which honestly, guys, is just a money back scenario. I have sold these Greetings from Springfield action figures before, so I do know that they will go on to sell relatively quickly. The area that I let myself down is I didn't do thorough comp research when I was out there, and I just gave them $60, which was far too much money. So a bit of a money back scenario on the figures, which wasn't great. A very small profit on these figures, which I probably shouldn't have done. So in the end, guys, it was really just this comic book, this video game, and this speedometer, which is where I'm going to make all my money from the flea market today. So at the end of the day, Flipped It does say $620 worth of estimated resale value, which makes it look and sound flash. Although, to be honest with you, based on the return of a lot of these items in true profit, it probably wasn't my most successful day down at the flea. And then as for the month, if you just want to show the screen here, Kate, $8,500 is what we've done for the month of June. So 29 days, we've got one day to go. We'll probably, hopefully, maybe get to $9,000 this month. The goal is 8,300. So we've been able to surpass the goal. Yeah. So we've got today and we've also got tomorrow. So if we can get to 9,000, put us a few $100s ahead for the month. That'll help our yearly goal that we're trying to do of $100,000 in revenue. Now 10 sales is out of that what we still have to put into the mailbag that have come through from this weekend. So what I'm going to do with you guys is a top 10. We're going to go from the cheapest price all the way up to the most expensive sale price that we had from over the weekend, and just give you guys a bit of an update as to what's going on here in the garage now that we are, I guess, on a different game plan. We're not trying to sell as much, are we? It's more of a focus around other things like Flipped It and a 12-week challenge that's going to be starting up pretty soon as well. This was the first sale that I've got here, which was a Pokemon card, Eevee. Now, I'm not sure exactly which edition of Pokemon card this has come from. It's a TG11, TG30. It's only sold for $22. So I've gone ahead and I've put all my Pokemon cards over here, which I'll really quickly show you guys. It's just a nice little collection of Pokemon cards that we've got that I'm still slowly trickling through. You can see how many Pokemon cards we actually have. Then there's some Dragon Ball Z cards that we're still trying to sell. I've sold a couple of them, but that's the big one. We do have the Shadowless Charizard. I've got this priced up. I've sold the Venusaur and the Blastoise. So we've got $600 for those two. But the Charizard is yet to sell. I'm listing it for $1,300. And we've had 2,500 views, 40 saves as watches, and no one has given me a good enough offer. The best offer I've received for it is $1,000.
Wow.
So $1,300. My best price of selling this thing on eBay is $1,200. I'm going to wait for that offer.
Yep.
But how crazy is that? 2,500 people. I've never had a listing with that many views.
That many views, wow.
But yeah, bunch of Pokemon cards sitting there, but this one has gone to sell out of that mix for $22. Now we've got a stack of Nintendo Switch games that we picked up at the flea market a couple of weeks ago. These Switch games have been selling off decently well. As you can see though, there is still a bit of a stack here that I bought everything from. I paid $17.50 each for these. Now this one has come through, which is DreamWorks Spirit. It's Lucky's Big Adventure, and I just wanted to double check this on Flipped It just to see. If you zoom in on the screen here, Kate, I think there it is there. So we spent $24.95. It's this one right here. $17.50 buy price, $10.10 in fees. We've lost $2.65. We lost money on this. But we bought so many and we have to average them out overall, and it was an average of $17.50 per Nintendo Switch game. We are making at most about $10 profit on any of the games that we've bought, so there are no heavy hitters in that. Unfortunately, the $200 purchase is probably only going to make us about $100 in profit when it's all said and done. So it wasn't our best buy at the flea market. Again, a bit like what we did today, we overspent. And as you can see by that example, on this one, even though it's a brand new and sealed Switch game with a protector, we've lost $2.65. So they are the real numbers that Flipped It provides you with. And then from there, you're able to go out and make your next purchase and hopefully make it a better one. I've not done that today because I bought some items I shouldn't have. Now, a lot of these tubs here are actually empty. So I have been cleaning out quite a number of these tubs. So we are just trying to continue to buy in bulk video games and DVDs moving forward. This one here though was a really unique Herald Sun collector's pin set of Star Wars. This was back with the newspaper brought this out as a collectible item. I picked it up as a consignment deal. So it was part of Aiden's consignment run. This one here, I feel these stickers have fallen off. I think that one there needs to go into there. And I'll have to find where this one's gone before we ship it because I've lost it. I don't know where it is. But it sold for $32 on consignment. Now, consignments you really want to be doing for like $50 plus. Because a $32 consignment, you've got to split the profits 50-50. There's not going to be a lot of profit at the end of the day out of that. So this is a really good example of one. I mean, the consignment that we did with Aiden, we bought so many items that were far more in value than a $32 item. This one was just thrown into the mix because the comps were around $50. It wasn't selling though, so I had to keep dropping the price. It's turned into a $32 sale price. We're probably going to make $5 each. So if you're going and doing consignment in volume, don't be buying items that are worth less than $50 because it's just not worth it at the end of the day. Now, we've had some good Blu-rays come through. This is a Blu-ray bundle of 1, 2, and 3 of Toy Story on Blu-ray. I think that one was a $33 sale price that we're going to put into a small pad of mailer. If you guys are in Australia selling on eBay, please make sure you go and source these because you're going to be able to get items like this, but even other items that are slightly bigger into these small pad of mailers for the price of a small satchel. All of the other small satchels that you get where they don't have the padded inside, it's a much smaller size and you can't fit as much in it. But you can get away with sending this off as a small satchel on the Australia Post My Post business. It's a really great way to pack more product into your packaging. So that will still probably go into that to protect it with some bubble wrap, and we're going to ship it off for a $33, let's have a look, $33 purchase, sale price, and Toy Story, it's the top one. We made $19.59 in profit. So that's a really good one. 33 into 1959. You're probably thinking, why at 33 are you making 19? It's because it was from Frank, your dad.
Ah, great.
This was a consignment deal
Oh, okay.
that we picked up at Christmas time.
He gave it to you.
Yeah, but we're doing consignment, so he'll get a share out of that, and he's here next week, so I can buy him a coffee. Another one of our Pokemon cards. Won't harp on this for too long, but that one there sold for $34.95. So we'll put that one into a medium tracked envelope. They'll ship off for $6.50. Let's just see what Grey Ninja got us. It was $34.95. It made us $25.63 in profit. If we open it up and have a look at it, if I've got to add in my shipping, I forgot to add that in. I'll save that with the shipping costs. Okay. Grey Ninja, bought for $34.95. Cost of good was $5. The fees and the postage was $10.82, and we made $19 in profit. More video games continuing to sell. This one was bought for $4 in a private pick. This was Lord of the Rings, and it was The Third Age. We got a $40 sale price, $39.95. Again, a medium track post envelope for $6.50. That one's made us some pretty decent profit as well. I'm pretty sure these are the only pair of shoes that I have left in this garage, and I've sold. So these were some LeBron James basketball shoes. Now the size on them is a US 9, which isn't too bad of a size. However, unfortunately, as you can see there is quite a heavy amount of cracking and peel on the tongue. So this isn't a shoe that I would recommend that you guys purchase, because quality is the most important thing. Even though I made some half average purchases today at the flea market, I was trying to buy the good quality stock, and the comic books were brand new. Those action figures in their box were in really good condition. It's this sort of stuff where they're quite used, they're quite old, that I probably wouldn't bother to purchase, and I wouldn't recommend that you purchase. We still were able to somehow get $40 worth of a sale price for these. Because they're a big basketball shoe, that's probably gonna have to go into a medium satchel. And the medium satchels cost us about $12 to $14, depending if it goes metro or rural. So I haven't checked to see where this is gonna go, but I'm gonna say $12 worth of shipping on a $45 sale price. We would have bought these though for about $15. So you can very quickly see there with those numbers how we're not choosing to do shoes anymore. It's still a 12 plus 15 is 27, plus fees is about 6, so 33, we made about $12 in profit. So you're buying them for 15 to make 12. And they did sit around a long time, and I think it's because of the condition. Now, our final 3 sales is much more up my alley for what I want to be doing moving forward. This one was a great sale. This is a collection of Chicago Fire on DVD. Now, in this one, it's a bit of a mixed set. We've got series 1 to 7, and then we've got seasons 9 and 10. So we're basically missing season 8. So I still listed it up as a bit of a partial series set, and we got $65 for it, which is great. Now, 9 of these, I don't think is gonna fit into our larger small patter mailer. I think 8 is the maximum. So it means that we're going to have to send this off with some bubble wrap in a medium satchel for that $12 price point. But still, it was a $65 sale price, which is fantastic for this sort of an item. And it is how we are trying to sell our DVDs. We're not trying to sell singles. We're trying to sell large allotments of a bundle. And I've got a bit of a golden rule when it comes to these DVDs moving forward. You really only want to buy at least 80 to 90% of a complete series set. If it's partial and it's like 40% complete, 30% complete, just don't bother listing it because it takes too long to sell, if it even does go on to sell. Just buy the stuff that's complete, and you'll get a much quicker sell-through rate and a much better average sale price. Now, we picked this up, which I'd actually never heard of. Let me know if you've heard of this PlayStation 1 game. It's called Hogs of War. It doesn't have its front artwork cover, that's the manual that's hiding inside it. But the disc is actually in pretty decent condition. So I had some comps on this and it was going for $90 to $100. This one came in off a random, the best listings on Facebook Marketplace are the worst listings. And I found a really, really dodgy listing of someone that had picked out a storage unit I later went on to find. And they'd just thrown up this tech box. It was basically like a box of like tech gadgets. And that caught my eye because they just threw a number on it. I think it was about $300. And it turns out it was probably about $600 to $700 worth of collective value. This was one of them. And this went on to sell in the space of a week. So it ended up selling for $75. Really, really good because we'll put some bubble wrap around it, put it into a box, but 75 in one sale when we bought so many items in that $300 box. I was really to see us get back some return with this one here quite quickly. So I didn't check the profit on on Flipped It, but I think it's almost 50 bucks. And our grand finish, our best item that sold from over the weekend.
Number one.
Number one.
Number one.
We have Pokemon Stadium boxed on the Nintendo 64. A very, very nice condition box and completely legit in the sense of it being complete. There is inserts, there is the transfer pack, and the actual game. I'm not going to open it up and show you guys, but I can confirm it is a 100% complete box. Have a guess how much this might sell for?
200.
300.
Wow.
Yeah, we sold $300 for that. We got this in a private pick. It was somebody's collection, so this was something that they had back when they were a kid. So he wasn't buying this to resell, he was just selling his personal collection off. And we did really, really well out of that deal. There were so many items that went on to sell. I did price this up quite high because I knew how nice it was in the sense of it being complete. I knew the right collector would want it for top dollar. And yeah, I think I listed it for $335 and I took a $300 best offer. Now, next week is a really exciting week because we are launching version 2 of Flipped It. We have put a lot of time and effort into trying to get Flipped It into a place where it's going to be really simple and easy and less data entry requirements. So you're going to be able to sync in your active listings and your sold data. Right now, those that are just doing the data entry version 1 copy are paying $9.99 a month. With this new version, version 2 coming out next week, if you buy it early and you just grab version 1 right now for $9.99, we aren't going to charge you $29.99 when version 2 comes out on Thursday next week. So if you grab it a couple of days early in this next little period, you're going to have a lifetime price freeze at just $10 a month. It's going to be literally 66% cheaper than what it will be come Thursday when we set the new price at $29.99. So there will never be a better price for you to get your hands on this, and you also get a 7-day free trial of Flipped It before you even go ahead and make your purchase. So we couldn't have come up with a better offer. I would encourage you guys, if you're serious about selling on eBay, to consider a subscription for Flipped It now more than ever before, because it is the cheapest you're ever going to get it at. Now, hopefully you enjoyed this video at the Flea Guys. I'm going to leave you with another flea market video right here. Continue the fun. We'll see you over there. Thanks for being a part of this one.